Now, Lil Tecca is doing pretty damn good if I do say so myself. I want to talk about this recent clip that went viral of Lil Tecca performing, which it looks like caught a lot of people off guard. With that being said, let's talk about it. Now, Lil Tecca, it's been a little while since we spoke about Tecca. I think a lot of people are familiar with the name and the face. Lil Tecca is a 19-year-old rapper out of Queens, New York, who blew up back in 2019 at the age of 16. Ransom was of course the record that shot Lil Tecca's wave to the top. The song peaked at number 4 on the Billboard Hot 100 back in September 2019. That happened shortly after he dropped the first edition of We Love You Tecca, which was a mixtape. You know, it's been interesting to see Lil Tecca moving his way through the industry. A lot of people did initially count him out, mainly due to his age. Tecca was only 16 when he blew up, and usually what we see with rappers who blow up at that age is they of course have this intense spike of relevancy as they enter the game, but as time goes on, you hear about them less and less, so much to the point where sometimes you even forget they existed. The rap game is more competitive than it's ever been, so it's definitely hard for a lot of rappers to stay at the forefront for an extended period of time. The nature of the game, especially these days, is out with the old and in with the new. Lil Tecca, on the other hand, I believe is doing better than a lot of the young rappers who blew up around the same time as him. I've always thought that Tecca had a pretty solid fan base. He doesn't do crazy numbers, but despite having this really big hit under his belt, which is Ransom, he's definitely managed to maintain a great deal of the audience he got from that Ransom run. Now, as for this clip that I'm talking about that's going a little crazy on Twitter right now, it's a video of Lil Tecca performing in front of a very much packed venue. I mean, the energy in this clip is crazy. Just check it out. Like I said, I saw this clip on Twitter. Shout out to my boy Hello Yassine who posted it. I think this Lil Tecca clip right here should be the actual measurement of did this rapper fall off or did they not fall off? Because if you can pull the kind of audience Lil Tecca is pulling, you've most definitely not fell off. I mean, a lot of the rappers in Tecca's age range can't even pull a fraction of this. So the fact that people are showing up for him like this, that is very huge for him. A lot of times, mostly with the young rappers, we see something that always happens, right? They get a crazy big hit like Tecca did with Ransom, obviously a lot of attention and clout comes with that, and they end up receiving a lot of that as their song is taken off and climbing the charts. Sometime after that, whether it's 6 months or a year after the wave has passed, the contrast between where they were when they got that big hit and where they end up being afterwards is very noticeable. As for Lil Tecca, even before coming across this clip of him performing, I always had the perspective that he had a pretty solid fan base, because it seems like whenever he drops, his fans are always showing up for him. They're very engaged in everything he does, and he gets that real genuine support from his audience. Now keep this in mind, Lil Tecca doesn't get a lot of press in the media. When was the last time you saw him in the headlines? The last time was probably when he dropped his last project, which was We Love You Tecca 2, that came out back in August. So unless he dropped something, you don't really hear him brought up in any headlines. Unlike some artists in the genre, he doesn't really get that media push or support. I think a lot of this has to do with the fact that Lil Tecca stays far away from the bullshit. It's very refreshing to see how he's been moving since his blow up. Tecca doesn't really talk too much outside of the music. I think that's another thing that his fans appreciate about him. His focus seems to be in the music and not anything outside of it. I think Lil Tecca can definitely get another hit, by the way. I'm surprised that Repeat It didn't end up being bigger. I thought that was a great song, probably one of my favorites from last year actually. I've been listening to that a lot. That aside, I hope Lil Tecca keeps running it up, and it's dope to see that he's doing good. But yeah, Lil Tecca is clearly doing good. That makes me happy because I like Lil Tecca. He's going crazy on tour right now, sold out shows, packed venues, all that good stuff. Any thoughts on Lil Tecca in 2022? Are you still keeping up with him these days? Definitely let me know in the comment section below. Like the video, like the video, like the video, like the video. Let's have a discussion about this.